It's a big blow for the federal government. The country's Auditor-General saying the $18 million cashless welfare card trial is flawed. So flawed that there's no way to know if it's worked or not, although it has its supporters.
I've formed the view that I think it's worthwhile doing this just from what I've seen sort of around town here in Kununurra.
And the federal government says the trial was effective, but the report says the evidence the federal government used to prove alcohol-related crime has been reduced is flawed.
The government has cherry-picked information out of the AREMA evaluations to say that the trials worked, when clearly the evidence wasn't there.
The cashless welfare card quarantines 80% of a welfare recipient's payments, so they can't be used to buy alcohol, gamble or withdraw cash. But the Greens say people are finding ways around the system, and those who aren't are suffering.
Being called druggies because they have the card. People see they have the card and they suffer discrimination and stigma. They're finding it difficult to get by, to manage their money.
You can keep on going with what we're trying to do with the cashless debit card, or you can go back to a system of just handing out cash to people, which we've been doing for, in terms of the Aboriginal context, in the last 40 or 50 years, which has been a disaster.
Last year, 3,500 people in the goldfields were also placed on the card. The report said aspects of that wider rollout were informed by learnings from the original trial.
Welfare reform, alcohol, sort of control or restrictions, they're the things that we've got to do to, if you want to bring about social change. And they're the hard things we've got to do.
Kate Ryan, GWN 7 News.